In this class, we will do few objective bits which are related to coordinate system. You observe this question number 1, what they are asking, the perimeter of a triangle formed by vertices. The triangle vertices are given. What they are asking, the perimeter of a triangle whose vertices are given. You know perimeter of a triangle means, suppose if this is the triangle ABC, what is perimeter of triangle ABC? Perimeter of triangle ABC is AB plus BC plus CA. So here what I'll do, I'll take these points as ABC. Look here, I taken A, B, C. Given points I taken as A, B, C. Now to calculate perimeter of the triangle, I'll calculate AB, BC, CA. AB. What is the distance formula? Root over x1 minus x2 whole square. 0 minus 1 whole square is 1 plus y1 minus y2 whole square. 0 minus 0 is 0. So you will get AB equal to 1. Now BC. You take B as x1 y1, C as x2 y2. Distance formula is square root of x1 minus x2 whole square. 1 minus 0 whole square is 1 plus y1 minus y2 whole square. 0 minus 1 whole square is 1. Okay, so this is root 2. BC is root 2. Now I'll calculate CA. CA, you see x1 minus x2 whole square. 0 minus 0 whole square is 0 plus 0 minus 1 whole square is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So AB, BC, CA I calculated. What is perimeter? Perimeter means AB plus BC plus CA. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus root 2. So perimeter of a triangle formed with these vertices is 2 plus root 2. If you observe, fourth option is the right option. Now you observe this second question. The points, 4 points given here. The points forms what? It's a parallelogram or square or rhombus or rectangle. We need to identify these 4 vertices forms what? Okay, we know that in a square rhombus all sides are equal, right? So what I'll do first, I'll take a given vertices as A, B, C, D. See, these are objective bits. That means you need to do these problems faster. While doing objective bits, we will have very less time. So no need to write like this. Just to understand you, I am writing all these things clearly. While doing objective bits, no one will see how neatly you are writing. They'll see how fast and how much accuracy what they'll observe, you choose a right option or not. They do not bother whether you know the answer or not, because especially for JEE examination, for each bit we will get only 2 minutes time. In KCET examination, for each bit we will get only 1 minute time. So if you want to get good rank, you need to do the things faster. In the way of doing the things faster, accuracy will miss. So here you need to do the things faster. At the same time, accuracy is also important. Okay, so why I am saying all these things? No need to write let A equal to B equal to C equal like that. You just imagine this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and just go with A, B, B, C, C, D like that. Okay, what I am trying here, I see here I taken these 4 vertices as A, B, C, D na, and I'll try to calculate A, B, B, C, C, D, D, A. AB means distance between the points A and B. See how you will calculate minus 1 minus of minus 2 whole square. That is nothing but 1 square. That is 1. Okay. And y1 minus y2 whole square. 5 minus 3 whole square. That is 4. So 1 plus 4 is 5. So you will get here AB is root 5. This length root 5 you got. Now I will calculate BC. BC minus 2 minus 5 whole square. That is 49 plus 3 minus 7, that is minus 4 whole square is 16. 49 plus 16 is root 65. Here what I identified, AB, BC, they are of different. So you observe here 4 options are there. Na? Second option, it is not possible because here 2 sides are different. In a square, all sides are equal. Rhombus also not possible. So it is clear that whatever 4 options are given, here 2 options are eliminated. Now our answer is either first option or fourth option. Now you calculate CD and DA. CD we got root 5 and DA we got root 65. Now what I'll do from this, I cannot decide parallelogram or rectangle. What I'll do, I'll go with diagonals. If diagonals are equal, then I'll say it is a rectangle. If diagonals are not equal, then I'll say it is a parallelogram. So diagonal AC, calculate AC. See here AC, minus 1 minus 5 whole square, that is 36, plus 5 minus 7, that is minus 2. Minus 2 whole square is 4. So AC is root 40. BD, minus 2 minus 6, that is minus 8. Minus 8 whole square is 64, plus 3 minus 9, that is minus 6. Minus 6 whole square is 36. So 64 plus 36 is root 100. You observe these diagonals are equal or not equal? Diagonals are not equal. That means it cannot be rectangle. As you came to know, second option, third option, fourth option are wrong options. Obviously first option is the right option. You observe this question number 3. The points A, B, P may or may not be collinear. The points A, B, P may or may not be collinear if, okay, collinear means what? Collinear means the points lies on a same line. If these 3 points lies on a same line, then we can say that the points are collinear. Here important thing is the points may or may not be collinear. See, you observe here, P is the midpoint of AB. They given like this. A is a point and B is a point. P is midpoint of AB. See here, if P is midpoint of AB, these 3 points collinear or not? Yes, these 3 points are collinear. But what they are saying, they may or may not be collinear. That is the main point here. If P is the midpoint of AB, they will be collinear. They will be collinear, right? So here may or may not be collinear means this option is wrong option. Okay. Now you observe here this third one. P is a point of trisection of AB. Point of trisection of AB means the point P which divides AB in the ratio 1:2 or which divides AB in the ratio 2:1 are known as points of trisection. What I am trying to say, if P is points of trisection, that means P divides AB in the ratio 1:2 or P divides AB in the ratio 2:1. Any one thing must happen. That means then also the points will be collinear. I cannot say they may or may not be collinear. They are definitely collinear. I hope you are understanding. With the second option, I can say that the points A, B, P are collinear. With the third option also, I can say that the points are collinear. Now you see P divides AB. If A, B is a line segment, P is a point which divides AB, then definitely I can say that these 3 points are collinear. Now only the chances are there for this first option. PA divided by PB is 1:3. PA is to PB is 1:3. That means A, B, here P is the point. P is the point. P is 1:3. That means now they are collinear, right? There is a chance that PA equal to 3, PB equal to 6 and the ratio may be like this. PA equal to 3, PB equal to 6, like that. This is possible, and it is possible that they are collinear also. Please try to understand. With this option, there is a chance they may be collinear, they may not be collinear. But if I take the second option, third option, fourth option, clearly they says that those points are collinear. So what is the right option here? This is the right option. If PA is to PB equal to 1:3, then the points may be collinear or may not be collinear. I hope you understand this. Now you see fourth question. They given 4 points. What they are saying, these 4 points forms a parallelogram. These 4 points forms a parallelogram. Okay. Then x comma y. You observe whatever the given 4 points are there, in this unknown values are there, x, y. What I know, in a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other means midpoint of diagonals are same. So you take first point as A, second point as B, third point as C, fourth point as D. Midpoint of AC is same as midpoint of BD. As they given these points forms a parallelogram, I written directly here midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD. You consider these points order wise, A, B, C, D. Okay, so midpoint of AC, we know midpoint formula x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Look here, x1 plus x2 divided by 2. y1 plus y2 divided by 2, 2 plus 0 divided by 2 equal to midpoint of BD. See, this is point B, this is point D. Midpoint of BD x1 plus x2 divided by 2, 1 plus 1 by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2, 0 plus y by 2. I hope you are understanding. As midpoint of AC is same as midpoint of BD, I can equate these 2 points. How I will equate these 2 points? I will equate 2 x coordinates are equal and I will equate 2 y coordinates are equal. First I will equate 2 x coordinate. Equate these two. This side minus 2 plus x by 2 equal to, this side 2 by 2 is nothing but 1. So if I simplify this, I am getting x equal to 4. Now equate these two things. Equate these two things. Here 2 by 2 is 1. 1 equal to y by 2. If I simplify this, what I am getting? I am getting y equal to 2. So x equal to 4, y equal to 2. So which option? Fourth option is the right option. Now you see this last question. The point 8, 4 divides line joining 5, minus 2 and 9, 6 in what ratio? At the end, I'll give the shortcut for this problem, but first we'll do this problem in regular method. You see, the point 8, 4 divides line joining these 2 points. In theory part, we learn about section formula. Now I'm going to use that section formula to do this problem. The point divides line joining these 2 points. You see here, this is the point 8, 4 divides line joining these 2 points in what ratio? That is the question. We need to find in what ratio. What I taken here, the point 8, 4 divides line joining these 2 points in the ratio m is to n. You see here, the point 8, 4 divides line joining these 2 points in the ratio m is to n. Now I want to calculate m is to n. Okay, I know the section formula, mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n, equal to, here this is the point 8, 4. Here m value, n value I do not know. Here x1 value, y1 value, x2 value, y2 value I will get from the given things. Here this is the point x1, y1, this point is x1, y1, this point is x2, y2. So in this formula, in place of m, n will keep as it is. x1, y1 will write these values, x2, y2 will write these values. M, x2, m is m only. x2 is what? x2 is 9. mx2 plus n is n only. x1 is 5 divided by m plus n. mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. Here similarly my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Okay. Now I'll equate these 2 points. How I'll equate? I'll equate these two x coordinates. Equate x coordinates. Here see, 9m plus 5n divided by m plus n equal to 8. Cross multiply, 9m plus 5n equal to 8m plus 8n. Okay. Now you take m to this side, 8m you take to the left hand side. 9m minus 8m is m. Okay. Now you take 5n to the right hand side. 8n minus 5n is 3n. Now from this, what is m by n? M by n is 3:1. Okay. This is the direct method of doing this problem. What is the shortcut method? You observe, you take this point as x1, y1, take this point as x2, y2, you take this point as x, y. This point is x1, y1, this point is x2, y2, this point is x, y. Then, to find in what ratio the point 8, 4 divides line joining these 2 points, this is the shortcut formula. x1 minus x is to x minus x2. Not only this, you can use this formula also. y1 minus y is to y minus y2. For this also we will get the same answer. Okay, now I am going to apply this formula. Here this point is x1, y1, this point is x2, y2, this point is x, y. x1 minus x. x1 is 5. 5 minus 8 is to x is 8 minus x2 is 9. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. 8 minus 9 is minus 1. Minus 3 is to minus 1, which is same as 3:1. So you see here also m is to n is 3:1. So what is the right option? This 3:1 is the right option. I hope you understand this class.